Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Opening week in the NFL is an exciting time for everybody, including these two teams here today. It's the Seahawks going up against the Packers.
We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And right away, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have recovered.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. And his throw is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. On second down, Wilson. He's got the tight end, Vanette. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Play clock winding down. Here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board, but the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if, while the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25. At the 24-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let him outside where they can really shred your defense.
Goes to Ware on the screen. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And able to find Green. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. Ware breaking the tackle. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a first down.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down. Lets it go for Nelson. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. And even 40 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Darius Green from 3 yards out. And the Packers have taken the early lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Crosby on now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks heading out, and for them, 5 straight years of double-digit victories and a playoff berth. They've had their run of the NFC West and probably likely the favorites this season as well.
I would agree with that. The counter-culture Seahawks, because the way they evaluate is for their system, for their franchise, for their culture. Much more so than whether a guy fits everything that you're looking for to check off a box. Quarterback, he's supposed to be too short. He's one of the best in the game. When they went in free agency this year and got Eddie Lacy, everyone else wanted Eddie Lacy to lose weight. They said, we still want him big because we want him to break some tackles. Flip it over to defense, they get after you. Simple schemes, but they tune it up and play it at a high level. They expect to get back to a Super Bowl.
They run again with Carson. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Now Wilson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now it's Carson. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Now Wilson on second down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. To throw on third down, Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Now John Ryan, 12th year in the league, on to punt it away, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Packers making their way out, and again for them, feels like they're the team to beat in the NFC North. They've won that division 5 of the last 6 years, and Aaron Rodgers just feel like he has at least another Super Bowl left in the tank, maybe, right?
I would say so, and I think there's probably some frustration that he hasn't gotten back to the Super Bowl after winning that one against Pittsburgh, because one of the top quarterbacks in the NFL, prime of his career, you don't want to waste that opportunity. And they came close last year going to the NFC Championship game. They want to take the next step. They have it all there in front of them. They know that they tend to rule that division. Now can they make that one last big jump in the NFC and get back to a Super Bowl?
They'll run now with Ware. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They go play action here on first down. And it's caught over the middle by the tight end, Green. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jaron Reed. With a great push up front, he picks up the sack and a loss of 8. On the ground, this is Ware. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
He may be playing free safety while wrapped up in a corner's body, but Earl Thomas is the best center fielder in the game. He cleans up everything back there as far as I'm concerned. I think he just has intelligence, understands things, and boy, is he tough.
On third and long, it's Rodgers. And Nelson's got it here right side. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. On now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. This will be from 56 yards out. And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now on to kick it away, the rookie from Miami, Justin Vogel. Back deep for the Seahawks, the all-pro returner from 2015, Tyler Lockett. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. Reminder that later tonight we'll see the Giants and Cowboys battle in Dallas. Seems like they're always playing in Week 1. And then on Monday night, a doubleheader. Adrian Peterson, his first game with the Saints. He's already back in Minnesota to play the Vikings. And then a 10:20 start on the East Coast. It's the first game for the L.A. Chargers traveling to Denver.
A nice AFC West matchup.
Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words.
Okay, we got 4. We got 4. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. From the shotgun, Wilson. It's caught. Baldwin. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 19. First down, Seahawks. Wilson to Baldwin.
At some point, the doubters have to just kind of back off with Doug Baldwin, don't they? I mean, we're talking about back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, had over 90 catches in 2016. He's going to play with a chip on his shoulder, but he's going to be productive.
2016, also his first Pro Bowl as well. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's got the rookie, Amara Darboh, complete. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The Seahawks on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They go play action with Wilson, eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass, a run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They're going to try and throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Mike Daniels. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Now the Packers get set to go. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot. Great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle? Sometimes, occasionally, Randall Cobb somewhat gets taken for granted about his abilities with Green Bay, doesn't he?
Well, the numbers last year, solid but not amazing. Just over 600 yards, 4 touchdowns. But he complements everybody else, doesn't he?
He really does, and his versatility is so big for them because he can actually run back to the backfield, be a running back, as well as a slot receiver and someone who moves outside.
What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him to first. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
To throw is Wilson. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down. Here's Carson. And he's got room. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. Able to pick up a healthy chunk of yards, 7-yard gain, but a tough 3rd and 9 upcoming. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. To throw is Wilson on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's John Ryan now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Taking about the 16, and he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 23. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense.
There he goes, right side. The 20. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams, 71 yards. And the Packers add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Crosby on now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
They'll toss it out to Carson. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Packers pick it up. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy. 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a first down. They run it here. Where? Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Box it. Get reset. Hey, easy.
On play action. Now Rodgers. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Cliff Averill coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Working from the gun. Rodgers. He'll leave this for Ware. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. In the red zone this time. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now it's Rodgers. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Ladarius Green. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And he puts it through. Crosby on now to kick it away. On the return, the All-Pro 2 years ago. Now a hit and a loose football. Taking it right down Broadway. And the Packers are in for the score. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week one. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week one. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. It's a very short kick. Now a hit and a loose football. And I think he was able to get back on it. He was. So they will get the ball after all, but that could have been a disaster.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
Yeah, and the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
36.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Clay Matthews in there to bury him for a loss of 11. On second down, Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Richardson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third. The Seahawks on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now Wilson. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. First down, this is Rawls. Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Wilson, and he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Nick Perry from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On second down, here's Wilson. And finding the tight end, Wilson. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. On third down, Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They run again with Ware. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Throwing is Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And they're going to get the first down here as he's up to the 14. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
I know Devontae Adams really developed in 2016 as a receiver for Green Bay. I think he had plenty of incentive because when Aaron Rodgers breaks contain, gets out of the pocket, anything can happen downfield. You can find yourself open, can't you?
And it makes Adams a high-volume guy. Week 7 and 8 last year, 25 catches. Highest two-game total in the illustrious history of the Packers. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe. They're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Rodgers throwing here. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 18 yards the gain for number 18. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. And to give this time to the tailback. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. He was looking for Ty Montgomery that time. And it's 3rd and 5. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. When you're trying to win a game in overtime, I don't know that there's too many more in the history of the game you want.